I don't know. I'm feeling a lot today, as you may have seen from the video I may or may not release, which was like an hour long. I don't even know if my phone saved it, but I just rambled into dark feelings and then back out into happy ones. Life in quarantine. When you're like me and things hit you months after they hit everyone else, you find that your whole process makes no sense. So there's that. And if I'm honest, at least back when I was dealing with some of the big picture feelings from trauma, memories resurfacing in adulthood, and more than a few months behind most people. Like, almost like as if I intended to craft a life around never feeling authentically. This has like clouds on it. I was gonna push stop, but I just don't feel like it. We'll just put in there that this is 2 songs, and if it dies before that, it dies. Alright. I feel like I should tune. I think I put a tuner in my pocket, and then I moved it, and I don't know where I moved it to. I could tell you things while I look for my tuner. It is late April. We've been in quarantine of some sort. Self-quarantine. Not as bad as, what it could be, I suppose. For like over a month now. And if you're watching this 20, 30 years later and you've never lived through something like that, it's pretty weird. It came out of the blue. It didn't make much sense. Man, what did I do with my tuner? I packed it. I know I packed it. Maybe I packed and then unpacked and then repacked and didn't include it in the second variation of going out. Must be what happened. Well, my usual out-of-tune ukulele vibes. Anyway, so I'm feeling a lot today. I'm feeling very hard on myself for some old habits that have resumed. Namely, turning to the comforts of different types of fun foods. No different than a drug addict. Sugar or, bad for me food being the drug of choice that I've already known, and I've kicked it like 3 different times in my life. I've already known it doesn't serve me. It doesn't make me feel good long term. But alternatively, I have a lot of like anorexic, all or nothing, black and white tendencies, and that hasn't served me long term either, because I create systems that are so rigid that they don't allow for participating in life in ways that involve food. So I was turning down food at left and right, pretty much everywhere, including, my boyfriend's own cooking, everybody's cooking. I turned down everything always when I was in those places. So I don't really know. I would love to find a soft middle. And I don't mind having a soft middle. I like being soft. It's fine to me. But I don't want to be unhealthy. And so it's been weird turning to some of those things when I had been, for about a year on and off, trying gym memberships with Brian, getting back into being active, taking 6-hour walks last summer, and going running every day back in like January, February. At our gym, our new gym. But it was another gym before that. We were really into that too. Like, I really had been trying to develop some healthier habits and then just fell right off of them with this. Got into like stress baking, I even called it. Didn't get into baking, got into stress baking. So I know I need to find healthier ways to deal with my stress or to deal with myself. I think being a public person helped for a long time, and then it was like a double-edged sword. I just started noticing my lack of resonance, socially speaking, and it just turned on me. Just feeling very aware of how small I feel on a pretty regular basis lately, and I don't want to keep putting those vibes out in the world. But I do believe in catharsis. I just also equally believe in creating your own reality. So I've been nursing some fairly sad and self-pitying feelings today, and I hadn't done that in a while, so I need to let those go. All right, here we go. And it was just for dumb reasons too, like some dumb stuff that came up today, and it kind of reminded me of those feelings and how often I feel those feelings in relationship to others. That I feel like I don't know. You and me, we are going forward, going somewhere new. Here, you and me, we are going in circles, growing together and then apart again, 'cause we can't always be the best of friends. Sometimes you need room to breathe on your own, but I don't like being lonely or leaving you alone for too long, 'cause I'm glad to have found a home in you, my friend, my dear. Suppose you may not know that I'm glad to be here with you in our house on our own, where you're all I can hold and you're all I can know right now. And maybe yesterday that made me feel sad for the first time in my life with you. And I'm sorry that made me feel sad, 'cause I so love my life with you. All these songs that we've written in circles with you, all the ways we grow, all the ways we grew with you, with you, with you, with you, with you, me and me, with you, me and you are lucky to have and lucky to hold, and I'm sorry I'm sad sometimes. It's just an old habit I fall into, but it's not really about you. I'm just sad and alone, but I know that you know me. I know that you want me home. write songs in threes, but I'm feeling done after that, I guess. I saw a video, I think I talked about this in the hour-long video. I saw a video of a 100-year-old man getting a birthday parade and not being able to hug anyone. It hadn't hit me till that moment that the only person I'm allowed to hug or be with right now is Brian, and that it feels just a hair too intense, you know, when you really reflect on it. If you really let that sink in, it just makes you want to defy it. It makes you just want to, like, really quarantine yourself for 2 weeks and then go be near whoever you want to once you know you're okay. I don't know, I learned that idea from my sister. I don't even know the science in that, but and I also just walked through my downtown, which is like a ghost town right now, so it's a little problematic because I know that exercise-wise it'd be good for me to get out of the house, but when I get out of the house I'm reminded of why I am stuck in the house, and I see how different the world is, and that being in the house isn't a choice that makes me feel fun and free, because I get to be in the house all the time instead of having to go out to work. I get to work virtually. Ran out of room, so I'm just saying bye. Hope those songs were useful to you in some way. Probably not. I guess, I mean, they were useful to me. I don't really know how to have value anymore for anyone other than me. Kind of losing my sense of what it would be like to have fans, because I don't really have any who interact with me very directly anymore, because I don't really put my work out there very much, other than I guess clips on Instagram. Sometimes people reply to those and say they really like them. Maybe I need to do that more so I can remember that people find value in these weird little songs. Just feeling very alone in my art lately, probably because I shared so much on Bandcamp this week. I don't know why I did that. I really don't understand my own impulses. The only one I deeply cared about, well, my newest one, Upward, the Corn Dream one, I really care about, but I didn't spend a lot of time mixing it. But I love the songs, or I love the idea. I don't know. It's hard to describe. I like what all 6 songs build into, and I like the last couple minutes of the whole thing. And then